This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report, huge league games and playoff game highlights. We'll show you Clayton Valley battling Camp Bolindo. Willow Glen meets Independence, and San Ramon Valley takes on De La Salle.
Playoffs are here in volleyball with Westmore and Presentation, water polo with Livermore and Newark, and the story of the Wilcox football player and his amazing road to play this season. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight in the West Alameda County League, where the Encinal Jets are having a great season. The Jets undefeated at 9-0 to start this week.
Yeah, and senior quarterback Thiari Oliver has thrown for 1,800 yards this season. The Jets looking to stay unbeaten in the final game of the regular season at San Lorenzo Friday afternoon.
The Encinal Jets looking to wrap up the West Alameda County Foothill League Friday afternoon. The Jets off to a fast start early in the first. Give it to Taj Banks Jr., and he's going to sprint past everybody for the touchdown. 2-point conversion no good at 6-0 Encinal. Still in the first, and this time Thiari Oliver keeps it to himself, and there he goes, weaving in and out of defenders, and he scampers in for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion is good. 14-0 Jets after one. San Lorenzo looking to answer in the second, but right there for the big-time sack is Xavier Keel. Encinal just firing on all cylinders at this point. Oliver with the keeper again, and he runs past defenders and takes another one with him for his second touchdown of the day. 20-0 Encinal at the half. To the second now, and Oliver throws a bomb to Kendon Robinson Jr., who hauls it in, and there he goes. 80 yards to the house as the Jets extend the lead to 28 points. The Rebels not letting up without a fight. Laren flipping with the quarterback keeper, and he's going to scamper in for the score. But just too much Encinal in this one. Handed off to Abdul Holland, and the senior running back gets the wheels going for the touchdown as the Jets take the victory to secure the West Alameda County Shoreline League title. Oliver finishing the day with 4 touchdowns.
The Independent 76ers come charging out full of energy, ready to battle Willow Glen Friday night. We start off with the Sixers in action. Quarterback Alex Vasquez throws to Isaiah Gonzalez, who tosses to Andrew Augustine. It's a hook and ladder. He drives it home, 40-yard touchdown. Indy up 6-0. The Rams come with an answer. Lorenzo Gales takes the snap, hands it to Way-King Bailey, and Bailey sneaks by the line and takes it to the house, 40 yards, and the Rams are up 7-6. Seconds left in the half, more Rams. Gales throwing long for Connell Ryans, and he is there for the catch. This guy catches everything, and the Rams are up 14-6 at the half. Back from the half, the 76ers with the ball, and it's Vasquez to Javon Smith, who brings it in for the touchdown before it was knocked away. The Rams now up just by 2. More 76ers. Vasquez hands it to Jason Lamb, who powers through to the fence, stays on his feet all the way into the end zone. 2-point conversion good. Indy up 20-14. Fourth quarter now, the Rams not giving up. Gales to Bailey. Way-King runs down the middle, and Tyler Benning has his back, leveraging Bailey into the end zone before getting tackled. Touchdown, Willow Glen. Down by 1, the 76ers needing a score badly. Driving with the ball, they hand it to Jason Lamb, and Jason is in. And Independence in a thrilling victory to go 5-1 in league, tied with 2 other teams for the league lead with just 1 week to play. It's the Sixers' 4th win in a row. Independence red hot and hoping for a playoff berth.
To the court for round 1 of CCS D1 playoffs, the Monte Vista Matadors taking on the Milpitas Trojans. We start off with the Matador action. Emerald Lamb bumps to Kelly Chen, who sets it up for Neha Jagathizan, who slams it in the hardwood, taking the early lead 3-2. Trojans fighting back. Skylar Petra bumps it to Brianna Sua, setting up for Allie Bennett, and Milpitas cuts the deficit, but Monte Vista taking the first set as Sarah Huang finds Chen, assisting Phoebe Lee for the monster kill. 25-22 Matadors. The second set was all Mats. Alia Johnson passes to Chen. Kelly sets it up to a Namita Allure, and that one's not coming back. 25-17 MV. Third set now, the Mats going strong. Tung Lin floats it to Johnson, who puts it up for Jackie Kai. Kai with the kill. Trojans looking to get back the advantage. Isabella Martinez bumps it to Sua. Sua sets it up for Pitre, who comes in for the kill. Milpitas now trailing by 1. But the Matadors are so good. Lin to Chen to Lee. Phoebe finds a hole in the defense, and Monte Vista takes the third set, 25-22. With the sweep, the Matadors move on to the quarterfinals.
NCS Water Polo with Livermore taking on Newark Memorial in the D2 playoffs. First quarter, the Cowboys' Maddie Potts scrambles this one over to Gianna Payton for the first goal of the game. A few plays later, Potts again lobbing it into Natalie Hawkins on the breakaway. Natalie scores to give Livermore the 3-0 lead. Final seconds of the first, Cougars now taking possession. Katie Phelps fires this one nearly 3/4 the length of the pool. What a shot, but they still trail 8-2. Moving ahead to the second, Gianna Payton passes to Lindsay Clendenin, who fires this one in to take a 15-3 lead at the half. 3 minutes left in the third. Livermore's Sarah Summer gets the save as she was a brick wall all night long. A few plays later, Katie Fournier swims past defenders and slams the door to take a monstrous 19-4 lead. Final moments of the game, it's Payton again. She was a superstar for the Cowboys as she gets this goal to add to her 9 on the night. Very impressive as the Livermore Cowboys dominate and advance to the next round of the NCS playoffs. Each week, the Riga Center presents the Players of the Week award.
The announcement made in a wrap produced by the hip hop department at the Riga Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Now who we got first? Robbie Rao, probably an owl. The way he targets his scowl, ain't no copy in his style. Velocity endowed, crowds obviously howl. While his offense kept him loud, the defense offered him the towel. In the air, 215 on the ground, 181, almost 400 yards. Before the game was done, here came the dawn. With both the brain and the brawn, to rise above the line and leave him lying on the lawn. Menlo Knights quarterback, Emilio Sinbeck. The son that make any dad heliocentric. The senior throws him back for real though. 17 for 25, 264 passing yards. Like bargain shopping garage sales. Both teams undefeated, Menlo versus Hillsdale. Until now, it's Menlo still 4-0. In the Peninsula Ocean League, their wins grow. You know. Those are your Players of the Week.
The Foster Farms Bowl is coming up December 27th right here at Levi's Stadium. Teams from the Pac-12 and Big Ten will be featured. Here's your chance to go to the game. The first person to answer this trivia question on Twitter will receive 4 free tickets to the game.
The question is, which 2 current 49er Cal High sports staff members played softball at Archbishop Mitty High School? The answer and a new question on next week's show.
I know that one. Coming up, the Block Construction CCS Blockbuster game with rivals Wilcox and Santa Clara.
And NCS volleyball playoff action with Berkeley meeting Foothill as 49ers Cal High Sports Report continues.
As the college football season concludes in the Bay, the action heats up. The Foster Farms Bowl kicks off the final college football game in the Bay Area. Be there as the Pac-12 squares off against the Big Ten at Levi's Stadium. Get your tickets at fosterfarmsbowl.com to be a part of the Bay Area's bowl.
The Riga Center is well known as an elite athletic training facility, but you might not be aware of all the ways the center touches the lives of our community. In addition to athletic fitness, nature awareness, and creative arts, the Riga Center offers a diverse community service program, allowing students to gain leadership and life skills, learning the responsibilities of a real work environment, from working with young children to helping veterans with archery. The community service program will teach students the demands of a professional environment while fulfilling their high school's community service requirements. For almost 50 years, Block Construction has been enhancing the Greater Bay Area and Central Coast, transforming the Northern California landscape, building corporate offices, schools, health and wellness centers, research labs, historic and non-profit buildings, using innovative and sustainable techniques, delivering safety and quality, creating trusting lifelong partnerships. Block Construction, building futures since 1970. We are back at Levi's Stadium with our Block Construction CCS Blockbuster game. This one is the huge rivalry game as Wilcox and Santa Clara met this week with city bragging rights on the line.
Both teams playing very well this season. Wilcox at 4-1 in the De Anza division and Santa Clara 4-1 in the El Camino. The Chargers have a streak going, but it could be the year of the Bruin. It's our CCS Blockbuster game. Our Chiara Biagini was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
It's the Battle of Santa Clara as the Wilcox Chargers and the Santa Clara Bruins face off. The Bruins just a half game out of first in the El Camino League. They will look to their star quarterback, Chris Brown. He's having a standout senior year, completing 60% of his passes, throwing for over 1,400 yards. As for the Chargers, it's going to be senior David Hernandez. He's a double threat with 630 yards passing and nearly 1,000 yards rushing so far this year. The Bruins and the Chargers fight for city bragging rights in our block construction blockbuster game.
The Chargers get right to it in the first. Here's QB David Hernandez taking this one himself. He breaks a tackle and pushes forward for a nice gain. Same drive, Hernandez gets the ball. He fakes the handoff and runs it into the end zone. Wilcox on the board. The Chargers get the ball back, but here comes the Bruins defense. The ball is stripped by Jaron Valdez, and picking it up is Michael Caddy. The Bruins take advantage of the possession as QB Chris Brown runs it up the middle for the touchdown. It's tied 7-all. The Chargers come right back as Hernandez runs the ball in for his second touchdown and the lead. Second quarter now, Chargers looking to extend their lead as Hernandez hands it to Rosa, and he muscles forward for a nice gain. Next, it's Hernandez making it look easy as he carries the ball into the end zone. Wilcox up by 14, and just 2 minutes later, it's more Wilcox offense. Hernandez with the shovel pass to Paul Rosa. He breaks free and doesn't look back. Rosa with a 75-yard rushing touchdown. Wilcox steps on the gas. Hernandez fakes right. He breaks left. Nice blocking in front by Ryan Cooper Jr. Hernandez brings it home. The Chargers lead 42-13 at the half. Wilcox with the ball in the second half. Alex Adame now in at QB. He hands it to Rosa, and look at this kid run all over the field. You can't stop Paul Rosa. The Chargers grab a 35-point lead in the third quarter. Here's one more for good measure. Adame gives it to Devin Botto, who runs it to the house. What a night for the Chargers offense. They win this one 56-13. Hernandez with 4 touchdowns. He talks to us after the game.
Our work ethic, we make sure we go 100% every day. And then just a team overall effort. We don't want to lose anymore. We want to keep winning, and we got to keep working. But we got to make sure that everyone's ready to go, whether it's in the weight room, on the field, everyone's going.
In Santa Clara with our blockbuster game, I'm Kiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report. Foothill hosting Berkeley on Halloween night, so costumes are a must. The Yellow Jackets off to a strong start. Camille El Gawi, the dig. Eliana Ives has the set, and El Gawi comes back with the kill. Jackets up 3-0 in the first. But the Falcons would go in a monster run, 20-14 now. Akela Rampola to Lily Cook. She sets it on over to Andrea Paduraru, and Foothill takes the first. Set 2, Berkeley possession. Ives sets it across court to Ayanna Burham, and she places it in the corner. It's 9-7 Falcons. Audrey Francisco to Isha Ram, and coming in hot is Haley Roundtree. Here come the Falcons. The set from Ram and the kill from Paduraru. Foothill wins the set 25-18, and we head to the third. Up next, a serve by Goose Crusulite, and she gets the ace. It's perfectly placed. Straight to match point now. Libero Maya Wilson on the bump. Ram on the set, and Savannah Kairos on the kill. And Foothill celebrates as they move to the next round. The Falcons to play the winner of Amador Valley and Dublin. Highlights from that game later in the show.
Sereno Group and the 49ers bring us the Coach of the Week award every week.
Here's the 49ers Kyle Juszczyk with this week's announcement.
Hi, I'm 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk, here to announce this week's Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week. This week's award goes to Jefferson High School head coach Will Maddox. Coach Maddox's Grizzlies secured their spot in the playoffs with a 40-28 come-from-behind win over the Carlmont Scots. The Grizzlies fell behind early, but were able to secure their victory after reeling off 4 unanswered touchdowns. As a part of the award, Jefferson High School will receive a $1,000 grant from the 49ers Foundation. Coach Maddox will be invited to watch a 49ers practice at the SAP Performance Facility, where he will be presented with his award by 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan. He will also be recognized on the field prior to the final home game of the regular season on December 24th.
Coming up, a huge game in the Diablo Foothill League as Clayton Valley meets Camp Bolindo.
And the story of the Wilcox football player rolling with the punches as he takes care of his family and protects his quarterback. But first, here's the sports tip from one of the sports featured at the Silver Creek Sportsplex.
Hi, I'm Coach Gio, and today we're going to be talking about receiving the ball. When you receive the ball, it's important to lift your foot an inch or so off the ground and turn it towards the inside and receive the ball, trapping the ball right in front of you, not too far behind you and not way out in front of you.
Head over to the Silver Creek Sportsplex in South San Jose for the excitement and fun of day camps for kids ages 7 to 12. Enjoy our state-of-the-art air-conditioned facility where your superstar will receive the best training in a variety of sports in the morning. They'll experience flag football and soccer on the Bay Area's best indoor fields. They'll learn roller hockey, baseball, softball, basketball, and badminton. Afternoons are filled with a variety of fun activities. Sign up now for summer camps. Build skills, make friends, and have fun. In 2006, a small group of dedicated, experienced real estate top producers broke from the tradition of large-scale real estate mega companies. Our goal was to form an upscale boutique agency with an unprecedented knowledge of the local market and community. We are the best and the brightest, top producing agents in Silicon Valley, agreeing to collaborate to leverage our talents and ensure the success of every opportunity for our clients. And we give back with $500,000 a year, annually going out to 24 different organizations. Sereno Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer, longtime real estate broker, and I'm teamed up with Keith Andry, my favorite son-in-law. Many of you remember Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband. We both support high school sports.
Hi, John Failer out of Saratoga and Santa Clara. I am very proud to support Northern California Bay Area high school sports.
Hi, we're Blue Crew from Foothill High School.
And you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Back at Levi Stadium and the NBC Sports Studio with a huge game in the Diablo Foothill League. The final week of the regular season matches first place Clayton Valley, undefeated at 3-0 against second place Campo Lindo, the Cougars with one league loss.
And because of the North Bay Fires, games were canceled for Clayton Valley and Acalanes, but Campo made up their smoked out game. The Cougars could earn a share of the league title with a win Friday night. An Ugly Eagles win would mean their second straight Diablo Foothill League title. The two teams played Friday night.
Campo's 12th man showing great support for this league title game, the Campo Red Sea. Cougars starting off with the first drive of the game, and on the very first play, Gabriel Dobbins showing what he does best, picking this one off, setting his team up in good field position for the Ugly Eagles. A few plays later, Thomas Alatini will power his way up the middle and dive across the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Fast forward to the second quarter, it's Alatini again. He'll take this one along the sideline, changing directions and going across the field to find the end zone. It's a 20-0 lead, Ugly Eagles at the half. Uggs back on offense here in the third. The ball is thrown into the air, but this time it's picked off by the Campo quarterback, John Torchio, on defense here. He'll run this one back for a Cougar pick six and their first touchdown of the game. Very next drive, Campo continuing their momentum. Torchio will step back to find his number one receiver, Vince Mazzotti, as he'll make the diving grab for the touchdown, but the Cougs still trail 28-14. Moving ahead to the fourth, the Ugly Eagles marching downfield. Kenny Gardner will hand this one off, but this time it's James Teofilo who finds the hole, sheds a few tacklers, and when the 8 ball is in, it's 40-21. Very next drive, Clayton Valley locking down on D with Cade Carter stepping in front of the pass to pick this one off. Takes it into the house for the pick six as the Uggs continue to dominate. Counting down the final moments of the game, the Cougars looking to score on this drive, but in comes Gabriel Dobbins for his second pick of the game to seal the deal as the Ugly Eagles take home their 6 straight wins. We talk with Dobbins and Alatini after the game about this special team.
We started off rough, but we bounced back. Now we league champs, you know what I'm saying?
Still nappy.
You know what? It was just the bond, the brotherhood that we have, us sticking together, playing together. Like I said, we're a team. We're going to leave this field as a team with that W.
First round of NCS Division II playoffs, we got New York Memorial facing Granada. Right off the start, it's Granada's Gabe Aiken with some tricky moves, and he gets it past the goalie for the first goal of the game. 1 minute later, the Cougars' own Jordan Ing takes the penalty shot, and that makes it 2-1, Cougars trail. Still in the first, it's Aiken again who takes control of the ball and slams the door for the 3-1 lead. He'll end up with 7 on the day. Moving ahead into the second, Justin James goes across the pool to James Larson, who fires this one as the game is tied at 6-all at the half. At the 4-minute mark of the third, Ryan Phillips looking for an open guy, and he does it from about 30 feet out. Mats lead 8-6, but the Matadors again taking possession. Simon Jew finds Austin Delisser, and look at that arm, that must be made of gold. Matadors now lead 10-8. Granada looking to seal the deal at the final moments of the game. Ryan Phillips just gets that shot in there as Granada takes this one 15-9. Atkins leading the way.
Each week we bring you stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Robert, tonight we share the story of Manny Sandoval. Manny is a young man who's been dealt one difficult hand after another, but he's been able to handle life's challenges while staying fully committed to his team and his family.
Oh, Daddy.
Sports are a series of ups and downs, successes and failures, wins and losses. How an athlete handles those defeats is what separates the good from the great.
Did you get that?
And even though Manny Sandoval began his football career just 4 years ago as a freshman, Manny has a lot of experience rolling with the punches.
My life wasn't that easy when I was little. We were homeless.
Punch number 1. Manny and his family were homeless for 8 years.
Shelters and mostly under bridges and stuff. Food-wise and living wasn't that easy for us.
In 8th grade, Manny and his family were able to get housing right next to Wilcox. And the following year, Manny says he found a second home, this time in the Charger football program.
I couldn't afford to get him into sports when he was little, and one day he came home with an application. He says, "Mom, please sign this." And I said, "Okay." I go, "It's not going to cost you nothing." I think $20 at that time it was. And I said, "Okay, that's fine." And I didn't know how bad he wanted it until I saw it.
I love those guys, you know. They've always been there for me when things went bad with my mom.
Punch number 2. Manny's mom used to weigh over 400 pounds. She had a gastric bypass surgery where she was able to lose 260 of those pounds, but after her surgery, her health began to decline.
I had seizures, and I almost died in front of them. That day, he thought I had died. He collapsed and ran out.
When it happened, I just froze. I felt like I could have done something because I don't know what to do in that situation.
Now Manny helps his mom in every way he can, washing dishes, doing laundry, making dinner.
It's hard for her to get up and to actually move around like she used to do.
But even with all those responsibilities, Manny's performance on the field and his commitment to his team never faltered.
One of the hardest workers we have out here. No matter how he feels, no matter how his day's gone, his work ethic is always top amongst our players.
Everything is his world is football. First his family, and then it's just football all the way through. He's never failed the game, failed the team, or himself, but he has so much heart for the game.
She tells me, no matter what happens, come to practice, because that's what she knows that I love to do.
Now, Manny continues to give the sport all he has, even when, about 2 months ago, Manny's mom was diagnosed with cancer. Punch number 3. But not a knockout, because just like before, Manny is confident that this too will be another trial he and his family will rise above. And Manny will use football as a means to rise even higher than he ever thought was possible. Has football changed your life?
Yeah, it did. I have good grades now, and I'm trying to get a scholarship this year so I can go to college because that's what I want, my mom wants. I'm trying to get a diploma so I can make her proud.
He tells me that he admires me the most in the world. I'm not a doctor. I'm not somebody who I feel I'm important. But he and my other kids make me feel important. And I'm very honored to be his mom. I tell you that from the bottom of my heart, really honored to even have known him.
Manny is such an awesome young man, a self-proclaimed mama's boy. From the time I spent with him, I could tell no matter how hard the blow, he was always going to rise to the challenge.
Yeah, he's just doing a great job, taking all this in and doing a good job. All right, thanks, Aubrey. One Hit Away brings us concussion prevention tips every week.
Here's Daniel Amina with this week's tip.
A concussion is no different than a broken arm or a broken leg, in the sense that if you do not properly heal it, you may suffer long-term ramifications. Research shows that brains without proper recovery from a concussion may experience the following mental health issues: anxiety, loss of concentration, depression, judgment, impulse control issues, substance and prescription abuse. Consult with your doctor or One Hit Away about a brain recovery plan. One Hit Away understands that your brain can change your game.
Coming up, it's the South County Chrysler Game of the Week as Bellarmine battles St. Francis.
And back to the hardwood for CCS volleyball as Westmore meets Presentation next.
At South County Ram, the biggest truck sale geared to help rebuild and get through the rough roads caused by fires, floods, and extreme weather. All our trucks are on sale to make it easier. Get over 20% off the MSRP on Ram 1500 4x4, Ram 2500 diesel, and 20% off on the powerful Ram 3500. Never fear, your Ram is here. We're the Ram Nation at South County Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat in Gilroy.
The San Francisco 49ers are committed to helping kids live a healthy, active lifestyle.
You're plenty fast enough. You're plenty fast. Exchange, exchange. Good. Go, 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 go.
Check out 49ers.com/YF to see how you can get involved.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By the Silver Creek Sportsplex, the Bay Area's premier sports and fitness destination. The Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer.
This season, South County Chrysler Jeep Ram Dodge brings us the Game of the Week. You vote online, and the game with the most votes gets to be Game of the Week. That means a reporter on scene, team interviews, tickets to the Foster Farms Bowl, and Game of the Week t-shirts. Lots of good stuff.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. This week's South County Chrysler Game of the Week is the rivalry game between Bellarmine and St. Francis. The Lancers from St. Francis have just one league loss, with a big game against league-leading Sarah coming up next week. The Bells with a chance to end the Lancers' hope for a league title in the South County Chrysler Game of the Week Friday night.
St. Francis versus Bellarmine, one of the biggest rivalries in Bay Area high school football. We're just under 2 minutes in. SF QB Reed Vettel handing it off to former player of the week, Daryl Page, and he's going to show off his speed. 15 yards on that carry, setting up a field goal, 3-0 Lancers. Into the second quarter, Bellarmine quarterback Jack Devine throws a short pass to Brandon Boomenlog, and he turns a short pass into a long run, tiptoeing down the sideline. He goes all the way, 50 yards, diving into the end zone. Bell takes the 6-3 lead. 2 minutes later, Lancers in the middle of a drive. Vettel with a short pass to Page, and this time it's Page running the ball for a huge gain, 41 yards to be exact. He gets his offense into the red zone, which is a good thing because 3 plays later, Vettel showing off his arm. He sees Maurice Wilmer down the sideline, and with 2 defenders on him, he catches it and takes it into the end zone. The Lancers take the 9-6 lead. Bellarmine looking to get that lead back the following drive. The ball is up, but the Lancers' Evan Williams is there on the receiving end with the interception. St. Francis takes over. Then it's Page again, getting the handoff from Vettel. This guy is the real deal. That's a 60-yarder. He gets taken down at the 5, 1st and goal, St. Francis. And it's only fair that the guy who got the interception to start the drive would get the TD, right? Williams with the snag in the end zone, 16-6 Lancers. Third period now, 5 minutes left. I think y'all have heard this name before, Daryl Page. Yep, that's Page again with a monstrous run. He almost got a stiff arm in there, but he's taken down just short of the goal line, setting up another Vettel to Williams touchdown pass. It's 24-7 SF after the PAT. A minute left in the third. Nicholas Robinson in at running back. He picks up a few yards of his own. These Lancer running backs are having an awesome game. Same drive, final quarter. This time it's Lucas Andrighetto with the handoff. Look at him jump over the pile and dive into the end zone. That does it. The St. Francis Lancers cruise to a 31-6 victory. Vettel with his best passing game this season. Here they are, one of the strongest forces in the WCAL, the St. Francis Lancers. With 3 passing touchdowns tonight, it's our game MVP, Reed Vettel. Let's go, Reed! Francis Bell rivalry, what does this win mean for this team?
Oh, it means everything. That's a very good team, and always good to come home with a win when we play Bell. So, yeah.
What led to this win?
Working hard in practice, the offensive line, the wide receivers making good plays, all that.
Evan, you got one game left of the regular season. Recap this season for me. What has led to this team's success?
I mean, we try to put as much work as we can in practice. Try to bond as much as we can off of the field. I mean, we're trying to work together as a team, and kind of bond. And I think we've done this season, and we've been balling so far. So it's doing well.
All right, Lucas. Now let's talk about Sarah. They handed you 2 losses last year, 1 in the playoffs. Now they're standing between you and a WCAL title. How are you guys going to prepare going into practice?
Yeah, you know, they're a great team, obviously. They put a lot of points on the board, so we're just going to have to practice a lot on defense, keep our minds right, go out there. It's going to be a dogfight.
Are you guys looking for a little revenge?
Oh, yeah, you bet you.
All right, 1 win away from a part of the WCAL League title. Give it up for the St. Francis Lancers.
CCS Division III volleyball quarterfinal. This is Westmore at presentation. Westmore with the point here as Christina Chin puts up the block and was excited about that. But this one never really in doubt as Prez takes control. Haley Hurst to Serena Zanato. Quick set, KT LeBaron, and the Panthers have a big lead. Prez takes the first. Again, it's Hurst to Zanato, who goes outside to Jenna Sandahl. Prez takes the first. More of the same in the second. Peyton O'Hara to Zanato. Here comes LeBaron with the rip off the defender. Westmore keeps fighting. Amanda Loud to Megan Ho to Christina Chin with a big rip. But the Panthers take the second as O'Hara rolls this one off the net for the ace and a 25-10 second set win. To the third now, it's O'Hara to Jace Cousineau to LeBaron, who angles it off the defender. The Panthers get the sweep as Carissa Fernandez goes to Cousineau to Lauren Gottschall, and the junior rips it home as presentation advances to the semifinal, winning in 3 straight sets.
Once again this season, Lexus of Stevens Creek is honoring athletes who do great volunteer work in their community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Michael Wheeler from Campolindo High School. When Michael is not playing water polo, he's volunteering at East Bay Sea Serpents. Michael teaches kids with learning disabilities how to swim. Michael talks about why he loves to volunteer.
I do volunteer work because it gives me the opportunity to give a positive influence to my community, and I choose to do it because it's something that, for me, swimming, it's something I love, and I'm able to help people learn how to do that and enjoy it. It has a big part in my life, so having the ability to help someone else do that and learn how to do that it's a great opportunity.
Coming up to the West Alameda County Foothill Division with a league title on the line, it's San Leandro and Bishop O'Dowd. Highlights coming up.
And later, Oak Grove takes on Westmont as 49ers Cow High Sports Report rolls along. The West Alameda County Foothill Division is another league where the smoke is affecting the league title. Both Bishop O'Dowd and San Leandro have undefeated league records, but the Dragons will play 1 fewer league games because the Fires canceled a game.
Yep, but no matter because both teams are undefeated coming in. The winner of this game would be the overall league champion at the end of the season in the final game played at O'Dowd Friday night.
An important game, the league title on the line, Bishop O'Dowd hosting San Leandro. The Dragons looking to get ahead early, but Loren Gaines Jr. comes up with a pick, and he's going to run a while to put San Leandro in great field position. Just a few plays later, Quiem Islam plunges in for the first points of the game, 6-0 Pirates. But the Dragons strike back. Quinn Brennan steps up and finds Javon Holland for a big gain. O'Dowd would score just a few plays later to tie it up at 6. Same score in the second, and Brennan connects with Holland again for the TD. Javon with a nice shout out to Oregon afterwards as the Dragons take the 12-6 lead at the half. Third quarter now, and Brennan fires down the middle to Sterling Stokes, who hauls it in and moves the chains. O'Dowd still driving, and Brennan heaves one into the end zone for Tariq Owens, who makes a grab for the score. It's going to be 19-6 BOD. The Dragons get the ball after the turnover, and Austin Jones capitalizes as he scampers in for 6, 25-6 O'Dowd. San Leandro looking for an answer, but it's Oregon-bound senior Javon Holland making a play on defense, and he comes up with the interception. The Dragons take advantage again, give it to Jones, and he'll do the rest, sprinting down the sideline for the score as Bishop O'Dowd wins it 39-12. To take the West Alameda County Foothill League. Brennan and Holland with big games for the Dragons.
The recording didn't work, so the team singing the national anthem themselves, and they did a nice job. The first set going to the home team, Amador Valley. Summer Reeves to Helen Zhao, deep to Rachel Malmrose for the kill. The Dons up 7-0 to start the set. Later in the first, the Dons' Elena Webster gets it to Zhao. Another nice set to Malmrose, and Amador Valley takes the first 25-17. But we're just getting started. Dublin fighting back in the second. Bree Ashley to her setter, Grace Summons, back to Bray for a big-time rip. Bray headed to St. Mary's next year. The Gales take the second. Again, it's Ashley to Summons, back to Ashley, who powers it off the block, and we're tied at 1 set apiece. To the third, and it's Dublin taking control as it's Bray's little sister Bria to Summons, back to Bria, and the freshman rips it home. Dublin up 2-1. But Amador Valley fights back to take the fourth. Malia Jackson to Zhao, over to Sarah Reibel, and we go to a fifth and final set. The fans on their feet. Match point for Dublin. Nice serve by Janina Marquez, who served wonderfully all night. Then it's McKenna Rodriguez at the net with the block to win it as the 12th-seeded Dublin Gales upset the 4th seed Amador Valley to advance to the quarterfinals. A huge match for Bray Ashley.
Synergy Environmental Solutions celebrates players who go all out for their team, just like Synergy goes all out for its customers.
Doing the dirty work this week is the Pittsburgh defense. Anthony Robinson comes in for the sack. The ball is loose, and scooping it up and pouncing on it is Jacob Bandis. The Pitt D doing the dirty work, just like Synergy Environmental Solutions. Remember, you can buy the entire game from the games we showed tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. Go to CalHighSportsBayArea.com to order right now.
And be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and Instagram. Oh, and subscribe to our YouTube page. We'll let you know when new videos are ready to watch.
South County CHRYSLER Jeep Ram Dodge cares about our young people.
So each week they'll present a driving tip to help our teens drive more safely. Here's this week's tip.
Hi, I'm Andrew Meeker from Leland High School with this week's South County CHRYSLER Safe Driving Tip. Always be aware of the traffic ahead, behind, and next to you, and have possible escape routes in mind. Stay at least one car length behind the car in front of you in slower speeds, and maintain a larger buffer zone with faster speeds. Some car insurance companies will even give you a discount if you take an approved defensive driving course to improve your driving skills.
Coming up, our block construction NCS blockbuster game. It's De La Salle hosting undefeated San Ramon Valley.
And how about those Andrew Hill Falcons? After losing 20 games in a row, the boys go for win number 7. We have highlights next.
The Rikers Center has long been a staple of the Bay Area sports community, offering flexible and adaptable training programs for all ages. Among their most advanced programs is Cornerstone, a training course that combines a group-style training session with one-on-one supervision to optimize the training of its most elite athletes. Beginning each session with a group-based training workout, Cornerstone offers the best of both worlds. Fluid dynamic sessions followed by routine, all the while being assisted by the center's certified coaches.
Hi, I'm Tom McGraw, and I have the privilege of serving as CEO of First National Bank of Northern California. It's also been a privilege to grow up and make my home in the beautiful Bay Area and play high school sports just like many of you. We're proud to support local businesses and homeowners, as well as the hardworking youth and student athletes in the Bay Area. Come in and meet us and see how community banking really makes a difference in building stronger neighborhoods. Come into a branch and say hi.
First National Bank,
the family bank. It's Ram Power Days. Join the Ram Nation at South County Ram, the biggest truck sale geared to help rebuild and get through the rough roads caused by fires, floods, and extreme weather. All our trucks are on sale to make it easier. Get over 20% off the MSRP on Ram 1500 4x4, Ram 2500 diesel, and 20% off on the powerful Ram 3500. Never fear, your Ram is here. We're the Ram Nation at South County CHRYSLER Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat in Gilroy.
The San Ramon Valley Wolves are East Bay League champs and undefeated at 9-0.
The Wolves playing a non-league game against mighty De La Salle to finish off their regular season. The Spartans have not lost to a Bay Area team in 26 years. It's our block construction NCS blockbuster game, and Robert was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
The Spartans' big win streak against local teams is an amazing thing, but there were some tight games during that streak. Back in 2011, the Bellarmine Bells behind Princeton-bound quarterback Travis McHugh took the Spartans to double overtime. But when Bart Houston sneaked into the end zone with the Spartans' winning score, it was 26-23 a final. Last year, San Ramon Valley lost just 28-27 with the Wolves' starting quarterback Clark Baker throwing for 328 yards. Now a senior Baker will need another big game if the Wolves can hand De La Salle its first loss to a local team in 26 years. It's tonight's NCS Block Construction blockbuster game. First series and the Spartans get into the end zone. It's Eric Storty hitting his running back Kyrie Robinson, punishing the defender on his way in. 7-0 Spartans. The Wolves come right back on their first possession as Baker hits Matt Gillespie. He's in and we're tied at 7-all. But it was all De La Salle from there. Storty over the middle to Luke Freeman, who makes the catch and a nice gain after the catch. And that leads to this Storty keeper, and De La Salle leads it 14-0 when their quarterback gets into the end zone. The Spartan D dominating. The pass here is picked off by Tavius Marshall at the 39-yard line, and he has nothing but green in front of him. A pick six and a 21-7 De La Salle lead. San Ramon Valley driving again, but again it's Marshall, and this time a terrific catch. And can he do it again? Yes, he can. A 60-yard return, his second pick six of the quarter. Tavius Marshall gets into the end zone, 14 points in a very short time for number 13. Later in the second, up 28-0, the Spartans' Andrew Jones throws to Isaiah Foskey, who makes the grab, turns and dives into the end zone, but the ref says he is just short, so Jones will sneak it in, and the Spartans have a 35-7 lead just before the half. Moments later, the Wolves trying to get closer, but the Spartan D comes up big again. It's Foskey with the sack. Second half action now, and it's more De La Salle defense. This time, Brendan Riso with the pick at midfield, and Riso's going to run a while, juking defenders and powering his way into the end zone. A great play by Riso and another pick six for the Spartans. Still third quarter, and the Spartans really like their lefty freshman just called up. Dorian Hale, wearing number 90, fires over the middle to Jack Powers in the end zone, and De La Salle wins it 49-14. After the game, Marshall said he's never had two pick sixes in a game ever before.
No, I haven't. It was a great feeling. The first pick I just seen the end zone, I just ran straight to it. Second one, a little harder, but I managed to get in there.
Was that fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
Heading to San Jose, where the Andrew Hill Falcons run on the field as they get ready to take on Yerba Buena Thursday night. We start off with some Falcon action. Quarterback James Bankston doing it all by himself, and he drives it home from 27 yards out for the first touchdown of the night, 7-0 Hill. A minute left in the first. Falcons in possession. Bankston takes the snap and hands it off to Rick Quinones, who runs it in, giving the Falcons a comfortable 14-point lead. Second quarter now, the Warriors fight back. Luis Abrego boots a 35-yard field goal through the uprights, cutting the deficit to 11. But the Falcons don't let up. It's Quinones punching his way in for the touchdown, 21-3 Hill. Warriors making a push to score before the end of the half, but Falcon Eli Gonzalez is there with a great interception and a return to close the books on the first half. Gonzalez with the 45-yard run after the interception. Back from the half, Hill QB Bankston is just looking for somebody to throw it to. He's dancing in the backfield. Eventually, he's going to get to 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and then he's going to throw it up, and there with that fantastic catch is Jesse Medina. But the Warriors are hanging in there. Quarterback Paul Eng calls his own number, dances around the defense, and takes it to the house for Yerba Buena's first TD of the night. Into the fourth we go. Hill up by 2 possessions, trying to put the game away. Bankston throws a jump ball to Gonzalez, and he's there to make the catch over the defender. Andrew Hill takes this one 28-9. Bankston with a huge game. The Harker School honors athletes who perform well in the classroom every week. This week, we honor Lynbrook volleyball star Sarah Mandich. Sarah serves as the team's co-captain, and not only is she a star on the court, she's a star in the classroom with a 4.0 GPA.
Very nice. Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates a couple of alumni. The Anderson siblings, a brother-sister soccer duo. Jarrell Anderson, Harker 2017, scored 3 goals for the Pepperdine Waves last week. Her brother Jeremiah Anderson, Harker 2015, was named Golden State Athletic Conference Offensive Player of the Week for the 2nd week in a row, playing for Westmont College. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Once again this season, Adobe brings us advice on how to use their software to make great highlight reels and team videos.
Here's this week's Adobe tip.
In Adobe Premiere Pro, you can add keyboard shortcuts so you can easily adjust the keyboard to meet your individual needs. Go to Edit, then go into Keyboard Shortcuts. It will show you all of the shortcuts you have by default, but you can customize this however you wish. For example, the Razor tool is by default the C key. If you want to move it to the R for Razor, go to the application, find the Razor tool, and drag it into the R key. Hit OK, and the next time you hit R, the Razor tool is active. Just another way the Adobe Creative Suite makes it easy to make your highlight reel or team video better than all the rest. Coming up, first place on the line in the Mount Hamilton division as Oak Grove faces Westmont.
And CCS field hockey playoffs are here, and we have the highlights next.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Drive a little, save a lot. By Club Sport at the Sportsplex. Live healthy. And by the Sereno Group. Here for good.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pizzine in Palo Alto, and I'm a proud supporter of Bay Area high school sports.
Hi, my name's Ed Graziani from Los Altos. I'm proud to support high school athletics on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Back at Levi's Stadium with the big game in the Mount Hamilton division with first place Oak Grove taking on second place Westmont. The Eagles have a one-game lead over three teams with 2 games left to play.
The Warriors looking to pull into a first-place tie with the Eagles. Senior quarterback Cameron Rotler leading the way at home Friday night. The Oak Grove ROTC with the colors before the Eagles take on Westmont. Midway through the first, Oak Grove gets on the board. It's Elijah Dominguez breaking ankles for a big gain into the red zone. Later, same drive, it's Dominguez again sauntering into the end zone. 7-0 Oak Grove. Still first quarter, Westmont looking to come back, but playing center field for the Eagles is Dominguez. He's number 1. But the Eagles do not score, and Westmont back on the attack. Cameron Rotler to his brother now, Troy Rotler, who makes the catch, and he scampers for a first down. Then Rotler to Rotler again, a spectacular catch, but it's ruled just short of the end zone, and that call was huge because the Warriors were backed up and forced to go for a field goal, and the kick is blocked by Dominguez and picked up by Jorge Gonzalez, who runs 90 yards for the score, and the Eagles lead it 16-0 in the second. Westmont fighting back in the third. Cameron Rotler to Jalen Bright, and it's 16-7 Eagles. Oak Grove driving in, and it's Isaiah Fernandez spinning his way into the end zone, 23-6 Eagles. But here's Westmont. It's Rotler to Casey Horowitz with a nice catch in the end zone, 23-13. The Warriors go for 2 as Rotler flips it ahead to Troy Rotler. But that was it as Oak Grove hangs on to win it 23-15, a huge game for Dominguez.
Second round CCS field hockey action with Los Altos hosting Lee. First half, the Eagles attacking as Jessica Bergan passes to Elena Eisenberg. She dribbles past defenders and gives a great ball to Lucy Gilbert-Fagan. She tips it in, and the Los Altos Eagles are on the board. Second half now, the Eagles controlling the ball in this game. Here's Olivia E. with the short corner to Phoebe Aronson and Corinna Olson to Evelyn Bayer-Murphy. She shoots, it's deflected, and there to put it away is Lisa Larson. Some great passing there, and the Eagles have a 2-0 lead. Not much time left in this game, but the Longhorns not giving up without a fight. Abby Plale whacks it in from the corner. Elisa Hunt finds Lydia Wright. She shoots, and Plale taps it home, making it 2-1, but too late. The Eagles hold on to win by that score, advancing Los Altos to the third round of the CCS Field Hockey Playoffs. The Hillsdale girls volleyball team is having a fine season.
The Fighting Knights meeting with Robert at the Rikus Center earlier this week to talk about it.
We're at the Rikus Center, the #1 training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. And here they are, the Lady Knights from Hillsdale High School. Welcome, ladies. There we go. Right here with me, Taylor Kwan. Taylor, one of the seniors on this team. You guys 14-0 in league this year. How did that happen?
We all worked together as a team, and we all knew what our goals were from the beginning, so we just worked together and were able to pull through.
Yeah, you guys did great. Juju Eng right here. Juju, another senior on this team, the starting setter. She's got a little ankle injury right now, but you expect to be back for the playoffs?
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay. So you guys not nearly as successful last year, very successful this year. What was the difference?
Just coming together, our team dynamics were really different, and just gelling in the beginning and just starting off strong. We have a lot of weapons and just using them.
Yeah, has it been fun picking up all those wins along the way in league?
Oh yeah, definitely, especially we're doing it together, so it's even better.
Together, very important. Right here, another senior with this successful program, Cameron Yuan. And Cameron, you guys going into the playoffs all together all year long. What does it mean to be a part of this team, and what are these girls all about?
I think we all have great team chemistry. We always work together. There's always trust and support on the court. And, you know, we always keep each other, we have each other's backs, and we know what to say to each other. So, yeah.
And as a senior, you're going to go off to college next year. Are you going to miss all these guys?
I love them. Yes, of course.
Very good. The very successful Hillsdale Knights. The Lady Knights, take us out with a cheer.
DG presents the Be Happy play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy play goes to the Dublin Gales. First round of playoffs, the Gales, the 12th seed, they get the upset win on the match point, and they were pretty happy about it, maybe even some tears of joy. Go to dgdg.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. It might be this play, but then again, maybe not.
But first, here's a training tip from our good friends at the Riga Center.
Hey, I'm Coach Juan Pablo Ricciardo. Today's training tip is lateral hurdle shuffle. This is a drill we use to teach our athletes how to be nice and quick and light, how to teach them acceleration mechanics. We're going to have Mark start on the outside. He's going to start with his right leg down with his left leg up. He's going to work through the hurdles nice and quick, and he's going to pause at the outside. Go. And hold, and go. And from here, we progress our athletes to work continuously. Go over and back.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a backpack, and an invitation to our end of the season awards banquet right here at Levi's Stadium.
We'll show you some really good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We start with De La Salle's Tavius Marshall with a spectacular catch on the interception. His second pick six of the game, a huge game for De La Salle and Tavius. James Bankston scrambles around for a while. Look at the Andrew Hill quarterback go. He finally lofts it into the air and gets the completion. No touchdown. That was a great play. How about them Falcons? Katie Phelps with a long shot for Newark Memorial. A great play there. And here's another great play for the Wilcox Chargers. It's running back Paul Rosa takes the pitch, and he is gone. Just great speed. Hey, he has the same name as the head coach. A lot more speed, though. Rosa in with a great play in the Wilcox win. Here's Javon Holland for Bishop O'Dowd. Holland, a great defensive back, one of the top recruits in the nation, tips the ball, makes the catch. That's why he's going to Oregon next year. Alex Vasquez for Independence with the pass. It's a hook and ladder play. Isaiah Gonzalez to Andrew Augustine, a touchdown in the Independence win. But the play of the week goes to Troy Rotler from Westmont. Watch closely here. Troy gets the catch, a terrific catch. He's ruled not in the end zone, but we'll watch it one more time. Here the knee is down, the ball clearly over. It's not ruled a touchdown, but it is the play of the week, and that's the right call. That's the play of the week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Cholliver. Be sure to join us next week as Alhambra star quarterback talks about his Boston Marathon bombing experience. We'll see you then.